What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with a video breakdown in regards to how to unlocking Brawn, especially with his event right around the corner here. So his event is called the Totally Awesome Milestone, and it does start actually shortly after this patch on the 14th, and it's consisting of a milestone here, as you can see on screen. In case you haven't checked it out on the Marvel Strike Force blog post, they do actually give us details specifically for each of the milestones, all these points needed to actually obtain and further achieve Brawn and all the different shards. And likely where folks will end up, especially if you're free to play like myself, is going to be that milestone 36 mark, being 37,000 points. That's going to allow us to actually unlock a 3-star Brawn, but as well the Reptoid Fin, which is part of the monthly event for the Hulk Hunter, in order to get Abomination at the end of the month. That said, guys, we'll just break down, assuming there's no further changes, how it's going to be driven is actually the usage of two things: campaign energy, and as well as generating and earning alliance credits. So that said, how free-to-play friendly is it? Is it going to be achievable? And what exactly do we need to do in the next 6 days for this event? So first and foremost, guys, I've drafted a really quick spreadsheet here in regards to the breakdown. And as you can see, there's going to be two main components, as I mentioned earlier. Campaign energy being utilized is going to be 5 points per, as well as alliance credits. Anything that's earned is going to be also applicable for 4 points per. So that said, you can see the bulk of it is actually going to come from campaign energy usage, and you're going to be generating about 30,000 points, assuming there's 4 core refreshes. So what that means, guys, is generally in the top right, if you actually want to get more campaign energy, what you would do is you would actually tap on it. And right now I have this yellow reserve one being saved, but generally if you don't have this, you're going to be able to use power cores, and what that's going to do is allow you to get an additional 120 energy back, which you can then utilize to earn points towards this milestone. So a lot of players have already been kind of saving up their energy reserves, but as well as if you check in the web store as well, they also grant us the daily energy that we can save up, and then you can use that too. I haven't been saving it. I've actually been using it, but I mean, I got the reserve, and I also have power cores, so that's going to be the general gist of it here, guys. The other component is going to be alliance credits earned, and the only way you can actually get this in the game is actually going to your alliance area, hitting alliance donation. And this aspect is going to be based on the team collaborative efforts of everyone donating. When you spend power cores, you're actually able to donate more, which then actually in turn generates more of these alliance credits. As you can see here, what I've used actually in my assumptions is that most alliances are going to aim between the 2 and the 3 mark. So I kind of just used the 300 alliance credits, multiply that by 4 points, as well as the 6 days. And that's how we got to our calculation there. So now back to the screenshot here, guys. So assumingly we're going to do 4 power core refreshes per day, and as well as generating all the energy and the free energy throughout the day. That's going to get us about 30,000. And then if you're able to actually get to that 300 alliance credits with your alliance, make sure you guys communicate with your fellow alliance too. Maybe you want to be able to generate more during the next 6 days. The usage of power cores is going to help that, and overall that's going to give you about 38,100, and that's just shy over the target that we're aiming for, which is milestone 36, being 37,000 points. So overall, guys, you can see the breakdown of where the focus is likely going to be, anything related to campaign energy. So the good news is that this is definitely not a hard event per se, just because you can see the bulk of it is just going to come from you just playing the game, going through your campaign nodes. Whether or not you're new, mid-game, late game, you're able to farm the nodes that you need, and the more you farm, the more points you're going to generate. To be honest, I probably won't lean too heavily on my alliance. They're very, very active. I don't think we're going to have a hard time pushing through it, but overall the big picture is that we should always be aiming for what's realistic, which in this case it's going to be the milestone 36 to unlock the 3-star Brawn, as well as the monthly feature item. Obviously, if you can go beyond that, if you're a more active alliance, by all means, but I think a lot of our alliance members are also really burnt out from the non-stop blitzing and so forth. So I think we're probably going to keep things simple, but the good news is, yeah, at least this event is heavily focused on campaign energy usage. It's actually pretty fair, free-to-play friendly overall in terms of unlocking him. Unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people will get the final 50 shards for Brawn at the end of the milestone, just because it's a lot of points. And to be quite honest, we're going to be able to get a 3-star. I don't know if the 50 shards will be worth it in the long term, unless we have another way to unlock more shards of Brawn. But that looks like the case right now, right? So it really is going to be a judgment call, guys, at the end of the day. Maybe seeing how your alliance does. But the good news is that because it's so campaign energy heavy. It likely can give us a momentary break before more blitzing comes back. As you guys know, there's going to be more milestones relating to that, especially in the coming days. So there you guys have it. Quick and short video overall. Hope this is able to clarify any questions you guys may have, but just make sure that you guys are spending your campaign energy, doing some refreshes. That's going to do the bulk of it. And as well, if you can make sure that you're doing your dailies in terms of the donations, maybe even spending 50 power cores every day or two with the Alliance, and it's going to help out in the long term for these next 6 days. So glad to see that this event is still really friendly, especially those that don't need to go through certain nodes. I know when they release specific campaign events where you do need teams to go through it, those character unlocks are unfortunate because they can release some powerful characters, but if you don't have rosters built up, you won't be able to unlock. So at least this way, this one is pretty friendly for all beginners. So I'm glad to see that. Hopefully you guys are able to capitalize on this opportunity because he's gonna be a very powerful character for the Gamma team, as you guys know, required for Apocalypse as well. Thank you as always. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.